Hailing frequencies open, Captain. It's I, Eric O'Sullivan, Reverend Sully ordained on the internet. The caveat, as always, please do not burn your hands holding on to my hot takes. If you do, well, that's on you, pal, or gal, or Gorn, or Trill, or Klingon. Today we're going through my fleet of Starfleet vessels from the Star Trek series, the original Star Trek series, 1966 to 2005, the real Star Trek. I love these Eaglemoss collectibles. I have 13 of them so far. Pretty much, I think I'm getting something else too. Once you start, you can't stop. Kind of like eating, Oreos as well. I mean, it's double stuffed Oreos, and they, serious. I mean, where's the second F? I mean, they left that last F because it doesn't give an F. Get it? Haha, that's a joke. All right, well, today we're doing, we've moved on to Deep Space Nine. We did Deep Space Nine last week. This is the Eaglemoss Deep Space Nine. Beautiful rendition of that. And today I have the Defiant. Yes, indeed. There she is. It's a tough little ship, hey, Worf? Little. Can we get that? There we go. This is the Defiant. She is the first warship ever built by the Federation. See, Federation ships are meant for exploration, and they have defensive and offensive capabilities, such as shields, phaser banks, and photon and quantum torpedoes. But as the show became more of an action-oriented show after the death of series creator Gene Roddenberry, let's try to get that back into focus. There we go. The stakes were higher, and come on, you can get into focus. There we go. The stakes were higher, and they needed a bit more firepower to combat the ever-growing threats to the Alpha Quadrant and the Deep Space Nine show. So they built this, the Defiant. Now, what's unique about this version? You can see it yourself right there. This is the I.S.S. Defiant from the Mirror Universe. Check it out. You see the Terran Empire sign right there? Indeed, that is the I.S.S. Defiant, not the U.S.S. Defiant. This is the I.S.S. Defiant of the Mirror Universe. The plans were stolen when Mirror Miles O'Brien, Smiley, copied Deep Space Nine's databanks and brought them back to the Mirror Universe, where their station, which kept its original name, Terak Nor, and they built the Defiant, their version of it. And by then, the Terran Empire had collapsed, and the ISS Defiant and the appropriation of the Terran Empire insignia was pretty much just, for show. But yeah, this is the Defiant. She's the same vessel basically as the USS Defiant, the same first registry number as the first version of the ship, with the NX designation. The ship actually got the NCC number with its second iteration. So the original first Defiant was destroyed by the Breen in the Dominion War, and then the producers wanted to give them a new ship, of a new class and design, but they didn't have the budget for it, so they were stuck with their old model, and they just said, well, this used to be the USS Sao Paulo, and now it's been rechristened the second Defiant, and it did not have the B index. It didn't say that It wasn't the NCC. Let's see what's the number on here. 74205B. It was the actually I got it right up here somewhere. It had an NCC number. Let's just put it that way. But it was not the Defiant B. It was just the rechristened Senpao. It was the same class of starship. And yeah, and she has 4 decks. Now I've always wondered what this thing was in the front, and thank goodness Eaglemoss comes with a nice magazine for mostly all of the models. Well, they're not models. They're just they're not a model kit, but they are models all the same. Very highly detailed. It is a detachable warhead. Yes, we see that in the schematic here. Isn't that nice? I love these schematics. This is great. I love all this information. And it shows about, it has production notes. It talks about the mirror universe and how it was used in Deep Space Nine. It's also used in Star Trek Enterprise as well. It was never used in Star Trek The Next Generation, and I do not believe it was used in Star Trek Voyager. It was used heavily, though, in the first season of The Filth. AKA New Trek, Star Trek Discovery. Actually, that was the first indicator that I knew that show was going to be a stinker. I stayed away from that show, and because I was like, they're already going to the mirror universe so early? I mean, the show just started. That's kind of lame. And, I was, right. And nothing but lameness from that show. And, but yeah, this is the USS Defiant. These are her warp nacelles. The warp core takes up 3 of the 4 decks. That's the bridge. And she's equipped with standard phaser banks and photon and quantum torpedoes. And she's got a special shield design, too, that will disperse the energy of incoming phasers or disruptor beams. And yeah. And she also made an appearance in Star Trek First Contact when there was Worf showed up to help out in the battle against the Borg. And but yeah, so yeah, this is our Star Trek Eaglemoss appreciation moment of the week. This week it is the I.S.S. Defiant of the Mirror Universe. Not to be confused with the USS Defiant of the Prime Universe. What's the big difference between the two? Well, the Defiant had a cloaking device of the Prime Universe. There was a secret agreement with the Romulans that the Romulans gave the Federation a working cloaking device for this ship with their knowledge if the Federation shares any strategic military intel about the Dominion with the Romulans. And yeah, it was based upon the Treaty of Algernon. Yeah, Star Trek, huh? But still, yeah, this is a great model. I love having the Defiant as part of my collection in the fleet. And yeah, that's all I got for today. This is the USS Defiant. This is the I.S.S. Defiant. I think I'm so thrilled that it's a special job. Yeah, it's the only mirror universe ship I have in the fleet, but I just think it just represents that aspect of the story, and I love it. I just really, really love it. So, give me a thumbs up if you like this kind of content. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't. I'm a big lad. I can handle it. Leave a comment in the comments section. What's your favorite Starfleet starship? I want to know. Let's continue this conversation. And also, please, I want to earn your subscription. So please, subscribe to my channel. I make daily content. I like making geeky content. Pop culture. I make hot takes. I'm also a spiritual guy. I'm an ordained minister, an amateur theologian. I say let's get spiritual, and we often do in this channel. I am a professional line cook. And I offer delicious, nutritious, and beautiful home cooking hacks for you so you can impress your loved ones at your table. You don't have to eat from the replicator anymore. You can tune into Reverend Sully's station, and I'm going to share with you the gifts of my knowledge, and you're going to have the best looking and best tasting food for you to share with your family at your table. So thank you so very much for tuning in. Cheers, God bless, live long and prosper. In infinite diversity is infinite combinations. And please remember, id plebnista. Ed plebnista from episode 23 of season 2 of the original series. We the people. This counts for the Yangs and the Kongs, or it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. And this is something that New Trek has forgotten. That Trek is for all of us Trekkers and Trekkies. It's not just for the new people. That's just, they don't want us old people, but yeah, huh? I'm still spending money on Star Trek. Isn't that great? But I won't buy any money. I won't spend any money on New Trek, though. Or my time, or my attention, or my metrics clicks. But so you have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Live long and prosper. Cheers.